That's a good pillow, isn't it? How we doing? How we doing? Live, love, laugh. I was just chatting with Mum there, and thought I'd come live on this Friday, the 12th of July, 2019. And what? It's a wall of mirrors. The studio of my mum's. Let's go. Reiki Master. That's where I'm going to try and work up to. Osuri Shikiri Ryoho. Second degree. Julia successfully. First degree. So first, second, master. Yes, I've started at the bottom. How we doing? How we diddling? I was just having a chat about Article 50 and the divorce text, and how we are, looking at the 31st of October, and what may or may not be happening, we shall see. And I was going through the Article 50 containing the divorce text for the United Kingdom to leave the EU, and let me just put some prop here. And my mum happened to mention that if he was to get engaged, and a man was to ask for a woman's hand in marriage, as they do, as does happen, and the engagement fails to go through, or it doesn't, the man reneges on his agreement, then the lady, the woman, is entitled to sue for damages, to put a claim in for breach of contract, ideally. So that then sent little Indy's mind, David's mind, going on engagement and contracts, breach of contract, civil, legal, and engagement, I would argue, is a military terminology. So I think there's a cat in the curtain. Yes, hilarious. There's a cat just down there moving. I thought there was a ghost. It's not a ghost, everyone. It's just... Hello? Buddy? Wow. Maybe you want to go out. Come on. Yeah, so what do you think about them apples? Engagement, military, contract, agreement failed. Come on, put it. Oh, I can't get out the mosquito net. Hello? Coming out? Cats. They are everywhere. There we go. Release. Freedom. That's where we are. Nice view to walk out to, isn't it? It's a nice view. We're going to this restaurant just next door for dinner. It's not far to walk. Look at her, bless her. Isn't she? Where is he? Where is he? Brother. Incarcerated. Free press. It's in the blood. Fine. Who's in the house? Lulu. Hello. Beautiful view, isn't it? Just, sorry about the Wi-Fi dropping out. You nearly ready, Mum? Let's go for that way from the front window. Maybe further back. Just in case we forget. Free Assange. Incarcerated for telling the truth. Well, I'm just going to wrap up then. Mum is ready. And I'd just like to say, disturbs me greatly, this language, legal, and engagement. When you get engaged, I think you're doing an honourable thing, you know, and it's the right thing to do. It involves wedlock, certain things. What other points did you make, Mum, about engagement and wedlock and stuff? I'm just making a quick video telling them my thoughts on. You said it was engagement. No, but you can. No, we're not going on the camera. Just remind me of the words that you uttered.
That if you offer to marry a woman and she accepts, that isn't a contract to marry. So if the guy decides not to marry you, then that's a breach of contract. But I don't know whether it's still valid law because I haven't updated it, but that's how it used to be.
Yeah. Well, I'm interested.
Grandma telling me that before I was even a bloody lawyer.
And we said something about wedlock or chattel. Chattel, that was a word. I said chattel, and you said about wedding or something about chattel that I'd not heard before.
Oh, so when a father gives his daughter's hand in marriage, that is a transfer of property from father to husband, because women were property, they were chattels.
Yeah.
So
We've
the
covered
woman
this, but
was the property of the father and then the husband. And if she didn't love, honour and obey, he had the right to chastise her,
chastise,
aka abuse her,
yeah.
with a rod no thicker than his thumb, the rule of thumb.
Oh, is that where that comes from? Oh, every day's a school day, isn't it? Scribes, that's why we love Mama Juju. Chattel we've covered before on church law, Roman church law, and subsequent, agreements and so forth, how we're viewed property, how that property is viewed, our rights, our entitlements, our title to that property, under the bondage of the CQV. You'd argue that there isn't anything because the bodies have been claimed. So I hear already the argumentation from the ones that are intermediate to advanced, but just to point out again, innocent conversation on holiday involving politics, Article 50, divorce text, ended up me just making a quick video to say what, and what. You are engaged to be married, and we're going through that procedure, legal procedure, and the management of. So it's very interesting, the terminology, and I like to sometimes write stuff down, but as I haven't got a pen and I'm likely to forget this and I need to be in the moment, I thought we'll just say hello. And my mum's getting ready, so I wanted to go a little bit of where we are, what's happening, and talk about that. I met a man today. What was the brother's name I met today, Mum? Who was that man? What was his name? This morning I met somebody who said 111 is the...
Oh, Fan.
Yeah.
He's a shaman.
Ah,
He's
right.
a Reiki healer shaman, lives in Italy for 20 years.
A Reiki healer shaman that lived in Italy for 20 years. India. Oh, India. India for 20 years. I met him this morning. He was outside at the front having a brew, a beverage with my mum as I arrived, and he does all of that, Reiki healing shaman, and he answered some questions about 111. I said to you I thought I'd found the answer, and I'm finally at the end of the search for, and I'm not going to go into the answer that he gave me, but it ties up with the age of 1 and my age at 11. So the 111 is correlating to an incident or something, a circumstance that happened on around my first birthday, and then which my mum confirmed because we were all sat together. And then when I was 11, there was something else that happened, and he said my issues are about abandonment. What? That's all I'll say. I says, well, I'm lost, considered dead and lost at sea, despite my public notices on my domains, YouTube account, the .com, and across Facebook, and public notices. I no longer consider myself lost, abandoned, dead at sea, and as a militant combatant, in the military setup. And he didn't know about the CQV 1666 and 1707 and the subsequent testamentary bonds. But I says there is a great disturbance here, and if I have got abandonment issues, with fathers leaving when you are young, nothing massive and scary, but happens to everybody. It's a normal way of life, unfortunately. And yes, I said to Mum, this man's actually on it then. He went away very shortly after meeting me. I think he was overwhelmed with my energy, because if he's a true, which I think he generally looks like, that kind of a shamanic experienced man, he's just interfaced with a Taurus energy of great magnitude, and he wasn't expecting it. And as he was speaking to me, he was going, and he was taking his time to speak. He had his hands like that, and I think he was a genuine good geezer, brother, shaman. So scribes, shamans, actually met a shaman today. He read into my past, got it very accurate, to such a point they all stood up here. So spirits and love, we give thanks for such things as. Well, I'm going. Thank you very much, scribes. Military engages. How are we doing? Andy, Lulu, Dave and Dave's mum. Yes, I thank you all. Thank you, Marstars, Sobs, Superstars, Self-Governing Privates, Famalan. See you soon. Ciao, bello. Mum, I'm ready.